today. It's Madden NFL football. It's week 11 of the...
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Rams take over.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
On the tackle. A gain of 19 yards. And
on first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
Cam Akers.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 53 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Minshew's pass.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
5. Brings up second and...
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Bryson Hopkins.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches.
Off the play fake. Hunt. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. A'Shawn Robinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
They'll get this underneath to Michelle.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bring him 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Pushes past him. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run this with Akers. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That'll be caught by Cup and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
Minshew's
call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Sony Michel, his 1st carry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Number 26, Sony Michel.
The numbers a week ago for Michel. 15 carries, 60 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to go from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his 1st kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll get 3 up to midfield. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Darren Lee on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Now Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, Hunt. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. L.A. set to take over again on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 44, Minshew. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Rams.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Patriots nothing.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Minshew. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Ross Blacklock in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Minshew sets to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Kick is no good. That keeps the score Rams 7, Patriots nothing.
Marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Play action. Hunt. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 39.
He's brought down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Akers. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Minshew.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An 8-yard pickup.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. First down, Akers. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. And complete to Keene, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sean Robinson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Herring. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Hunt. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
At their own 15-yard.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Ram.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the Patriots' 46-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew, they'll get this one to Cup, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Minshew sacked. A loss of 9 yards.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And he'll be as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's third down.
It's third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
First and 10 at the
They'll run on first down. Michelle. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Operating from the gun. Hunt. And he's going to have the hook up here with Herring. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll come up on a second and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Micah Kaiser. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, Hunt. They'll check this one down to Michelle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes Gardner Minshew. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
To C.D. Lamb. A gain of 12. And a Rams 1st down.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now they tried to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Akers, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
At the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
looking to throw on second down. Hunt got a man open. That's Harry. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hunt. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And it's Michel once again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Hunt. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Matt Hawk now. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Minshew. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Hunt. He'll find Harry on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Hunt. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On first down, Hunt.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Hunt. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on first down. Hunt. Throw left side complete to Harry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hunt.
They'll find his tight end here, Asiasi.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Complete to Devin
from the gun. Hunt. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Hunt. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's 2nd.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hunt.
That's complete right side to Asiasi.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
2 yards on the play. First down.
They'll run here with Akers.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. effort.
And now the ball's out, falling near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sean Robinson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Hunt. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. L.A. readies for its next possession. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run this with Akers. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Minshew down to a knee, victory formation, and that should be just about it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in the